meeting today, and one of the most important agenda of the comments of the Eastern Nagaland Legislators Union was taken up in today's meeting. Can you share more details on this?
Yes, one of the main agendas in today's cabinet was our ENPO issue. The cabinet had thorough deliberation on the pending issue. It was pending because we wanted the ENLU, the Legislators Union, and the ENPO to deliberate more within themselves and get to the bottom of things. And that happened in the past few weeks. So we were presented with the proposals from the ENLU and ENPO side. So we took a detailed discussion outlining the way forward and touching many details. So all in all, I must say the government is now ready to recommend and forward the case to the center, as was anticipated. Our minister is here from the ENPO area, Honorable Minister Forest, Mr. C.L. John. He will share with you more. If there are any more, you can ask.
And earlier, the MOS draft has come to our state government before MP election, handed over by Honorable Home Minister, and then that was under discussion. And many times we talked with the ENPO, but they did not accept unless the office copy to ENPO. That is why that was pending in some few months because of ENPO refused to discuss. So after that, ENPO new team came up in the month of, I think, July. Then they has met us. They have met with INLO and told us to give comments and to talk with the state government. So they have given a written letter on 23rd August this year. After that, we met with Honorable Chief Minister in Cabinet. Again, our Honorable Chief Minister has told us, first you go to meet with ENPO and discuss in detail. Then only our state government will commence. That is why we have had a meeting on 23rd of October at Noni Resort in Dimapur. On that day also our ENPO officers has entrusted us not to discuss, not to make a new draft, but whatever we have had available in our hand, this MOS draft. You can go and meet with the cabinet and based on that highlight of the MOS draft, you can comment. That is why today we had brought this MOS draft original in the cabinet. So our cabinet had agreed to comments today. This is the final for that MOS draft.
Got it.
Sir, what kind of comments are you going to give? Because I think one of the main issue is with regard to the financial autonomy, and also in the MOS draft, 50 departments have been listed out to be transferred to the creation of the FLT. So what kind of comments is the state government going to give to the central? Is this going to be positive as per the draft, or there are going to be some changes?
More or less, the entire aspects have been covered. It's already a part of the proposals which they have forwarded to the state cabinet. It has the consent from the ENLU as well as the ENPO. And the government is in conformity and has endorsed more or less the entire proposals. It is in line with the thinking of the government, and it should be okay. And it is well taken by both sides since our honorable ministers are there. 3 of them are there from the ENPO area. And we have more or less accepted the entire MOS, the Memorandum of Settlement proposals by them.
So can we say that the FNT will have a financial autonomy? Because as per my sources, I've come to know that there will be a stipulated time frame for the state government to release any fund that comes from the Eastern Nagaland. And if it fails to release the funds in the stipulated time, then the governor can interfere. So is this true, sir?
You are right in a way. This was one point we touched. But as you know, funds are from the center. Sometimes they release it on time. Other times, you know how it is delayed. So no exact time frame can be worked out there, which I think the representatives have understood in total, and we will keep it without mentioning the time frames.
It will be follow as per the central guideline,
Yeah,
not the new guideline. We don't
Exactly.
have any separate guideline. It should be followed according to the central guideline.
exactly.
And also financial autonomy, not mentioned in the draft.
No,
It is under state of Nagaland.
exactly.
So we cannot change the original frame.
Exactly.
We have comments basing on the original frame. In our ENPO also entrusts us not to change this original frame.
Okay.
Whatever we have received from the Ministry of Home Affairs, we have to be comments on the original frame
Exactly.
structure. That is why we have comments basing on the original structure. There was no changes, major changes.
No.
So when can we expect the government to submit the comments? Because the ENPO have issued a deadline of 31st October, which is tomorrow.
Regarding deadline too, we have request ENPO last meeting
Yeah.
not to make 31st October.
Yeah.
At least you have to wait for extend few weeks or months. They have also agreed to extend
Since the matter is under
frame.
active consideration already, the process has started. So our NLU members have requested ENPO not to give an ultimatum like that. Huh? So it will be done at the earliest possible date.
So sir, will the 15 departments be transferred to FNT area?
Just today, it's a little early on today to make comments on the details. So we will not be sharing with you, divulge the details of the contents of the memorandum of settlement. But we will share with you in detail as soon as everything is all right.
Sir, what about the since the NLU and both ENPO have rejected the creation of an autonomous council under the 6th schedule, but however on the highlights of the draft MOS with the ENPO, it states that spirit of Article 371A regional council system and state government's recommendation for autonomous council authority to be maintained. So is this being considered?
Very much. It will be within the Article 371A. And they have been very clear right from the start that they will not be outside the state of Nagaland and the provisions of Article 371A. So that spirit has been maintained. And today too, despite the various nomenclatures that are being proposed, and we are also still, I think, not given the final touches, more deliberations, consultations will be required. But in any case, 6th schedule is ruled out. They are not asking for any kind of different arrangement, except that original regional council, which was a component encompassed in the 371A, will be retained, and that spirit will be followed. So here the question of amending 371A does not arise.
So in the draft, it also mentioned that the Frontier Nagaland territory will have legislative, executive, and financial powers as subjects transferred from the state government. It's also being considered.
I think I'm telling you again, the details we cannot divulge today. You're insisting so much, but
When is the government likely to submit the recommendations to government India? Is there a time frame?
no time frame, but there's no reason for us to delay and keep this matter pending. So the final touches on both sides, that is, whatever we discuss today will go back to the NLU and NPO, and the government also. We have a commission in charge of this, so they too will be giving the final touches. That much is necessary, that's all.
So in other words, it's almost ready.
I should say 99.9.
So
We're
just
not
curious
audible.
to know, what if all the 50 departments are, as listed in the draft, is transferred to the FNT area? What will the NU do?
There is certain criteria, not all the full-fledged department. It will be some mortality will come up. Means suppose if my department environment forest, a state will look after the district DFO level, and FNT will look after this community conserve area or community reserve area in rural level. In the PWD also, the national highway, state highway will be taken up under forest department, PWD department, RNB department, and the local and rural route will be looked after by the FNT council.
So there will be no bifurcation of any department here. It is just a higher grade being created in the eastern area. In the headquarters, wherever it falls, we will be creating certain posts against it. So it doesn't matter. Everything will be centralized here only. They are a part of our state and continue to be. So whichever department is there, 50 or more, it is all right. That part has been taken care of. That's what the staff said.
So, sir, the proposal of 49 members, 40 directly elected and 9 nominated by the governor is also being considered.
Very much. Without them, nothing will function. Yes.
Well, after this FNT has been settled, will there be any changes in the backward quota?
No, there should not be any changes in backward quota. We have backward areas outside of the eastern region also, but they will function in tandem, exactly with the same guidelines, the same programs, covering the same areas and jurisdictions. Yeah.
Anything else besides this?
Yeah, we are happy to announce that the long-felt desires of our Puchuri brothers, which is now a part of Peck district, they have been demanding for a district of their own, which today the cabinet has taken a decision and considered to grant them the district. It will be created very soon. Another important area is the government of Assam is encroaching on our reserve forests, Jeliki, which the press, all of you have reported sometime back. Yeah, it touches Mogokchung district. We have found out today that there are anomalies in the letter that the chief minister had written to our chief minister, and the copy has gone to the Ministry of Home Affairs. The location which he had mentioned is at the tip of the trio, Assam, Arunachal and Nagaland border, which is a good 500, 400 kilometers away from that spot where they have occupied actually. And this reserve forest is under the disputed area, the DAB area. So it is bordering Assam, Nagaland, but it is very much inside our boundary now. And some paramilitary training camps, commandos, as you have mentioned, has been established, for which we have raised very strong objections. So we don't know what is going behind the scene in their territory side, but this has not gone down well with us and our people. So the government is serious about it, and we have decided to write to the ministry, both to the forest as well as the home, and also take necessary measures from our side, starting with a physical spot verification led by a very high official from our state government. Those are the important things we have decided today.
So are you talking about the Tuli area site which the Deputy Chief Minister had visited
Exactly,
recently?
exactly. That is the place. Now the indication that they have made is far north, right up. You would know.
Tri-junction, Arunachal.
Is it? Yeah.
That's it.
This is
Arunachal
more
and
than-
Mon district, and Sonari, Chorhaito district.
that tip
That
of our state, extreme north, that is the place that they have indicated, which is not so. It's a few hundred miles down, kilometers down, in Tuli area of Mobutu district.
But sir, the Chief Minister had reiterated time and again that the regarding the border issues, it will settle outside the court through tribal bodies being constituted and also.
So they should wait. These initiatives are being made in earnest. And from our side, major steps have been taken. The outside has been pulled in because this is their traditional boundary. On the other side, I don't know how far they're responding, but we are that serious about this. So when we're trying to find a solution outside of the court, I think that should be appreciated by them also. So we expected that they would wait for such a settlement and only take initiatives later on the ground. But unexpectedly, we were taken by surprise. So that's it.